ladies and gentlemen. I'd like you to use your imagination for a moment. Imagine you're a 24-year-old woman and you've just given birth to a baby with cerebral palsy. A 52-year-old man and your wife has been diagnosed as having Alzheimer's. A 45-year-old mum and your son has just broken his neck playing rugby. A 12-year-old boy and your mum has severe mental health problems and your dad has just left home. Your life has changed irrevocably. You've become a carer. These are all real-life people, people that we have been able to help. There are at least 86,000 unpaid carers in Norfolk, 1 in 7 of the population, some of them living on the breadline. They're a hidden group of people who dedicate their lives to caring for physically or mentally sick people, or the elderly, or those incapacitated by injury. We know carers as young as 8 and as old as 86, still struggling on at home. Carers form 10% of the population of Norfolk, and between them they provide more care than that offered by health and social care together. They therefore play a crucial role in Norfolk's communities, often to their own detriment. At the moment, the carer's allowance is the equivalent of £1.52 per hour, and even that disappears once someone begins to draw his or her pension. Meanwhile, it's estimated that the unpaid work of carers saves the UK some £87 billion a year, more than the total budget of the National Health Service. Our charitable objects are to help the elderly, infirm, sick or disabled in Norfolk by the provision of financial and practical support to their carers, either individually or through carers groups. When we launched our appeal in 1998, we set ourselves a target of £1 million, Norfolk's way of marking the millennium. All the money stays in the county, something to benefit the people of Norfolk for many years to come. So far, we've raised £33,000 towards our second million. I must stress that the funds are held in a trust that does not allow capital to be expended, but only income from that capital. We've received donations small and large, a £1 coin sellotaped to a card, a bequest of £50,000, someone's winter fuel allowance with a note, "You need this more than I do," and even some prisoners in Norwich jail wanted to help. They offered to run in the London Marathon, but the governor wouldn't allow it. That comes off my time, that lot. All the money we raise is invested, and the income from the investments is what we use to give grants. So how can we help these unpaid carers? The grant might be to buy a piece of equipment to help some practical aspect of their caring role. For example, a washing machine or other domestic appliance. Perhaps provide a computer to maintain contact with the outside world, or a power pack for a wheelchair. Or if respite can be arranged, it might be to allow the carer to take a short break or pursue a leisure activity to help top up their energy levels so they can continue in their caring role. In this way, we hope to improve the quality of life for those who care and those they care for. We keep our general running costs to an absolute minimum. We pay no rent nor electricity bills, and our administrators pay for only 6 hours per week. We are non-bureaucratic. Our 7 trustees meet every 6 weeks, so there is never too long for an applicant to wait. What we provide may seem small to you or I, who accept our lifestyles as typical as most, but just imagine if you had to do your washing by hand, in some cases several loads a day, and wring the clothes with your painful arthritic wrists, or be turned away by the laundrette because you were taking soiled bed linen to wash every day. You would appreciate the washing machine you cannot afford to buy yourself, or no longer be able to take your loved one out in their wheelchair because you are too frail to push it. Visualise an 8.5 stone elderly lady trying to push her 16 stone husband in his wheelchair. The power pack we provide makes all the difference. We receive touching expressions of gratitude, which we find most humbling. This most recent one that came last week. Thank you and the Trust for my lovely washing machine. You will never know how much it will change my life. I have never had anyone offer to help me ever before, and your act of kindness has reminded me there are people who care. The demand for our help is ever increasing because of the rising numbers of both elderly and young carers in Norfolk. So great is the demand that our investment income is fully committed, and we have to limit applicants to one £300 grant every 3 years. We are not a pressure group, however we have helped to put carers on the map. Through the Eastern Daily Press, we have raised the profile of carers. This is what a carer said to us at the beginning of the appeal. It's about carers being far too tired and busy and modest to sing their own praises and needs, or what it would mean to have a break to recharge. I know the general public have no idea what's going on in their street or vicinity. I would like to highlight the carers lot, as it were. It's truly wonderful what you're trying to do. I hope you will make a lot of money to help carers. I hope that what I have said tonight will encourage you to support our charity. The appeal will continue forever. Last year we were able to help 183 carers. With a donation of £5,000 from you tonight, we would purchase washing machines, tumble dryers and other domestic appliances to enable us to help 16 additional carers. Thank you for listening to me.